Okay, here we go for the umpteenth time. Hello and welcome. Today we are talking about getting distracted, and I don't really have anything to show today on the video, so I'm just gonna doodle. An Among Us came out of me a few seconds ago, so that's what we have here. But yeah, I'm just gonna doodle. I'm gonna talk about the theme. But before that, how is everyone doing today? I hope that you're all doing well. Obviously, I don't even know if this YouTube thing is going to become a thing. But there's just some stuff that I kind of want to talk about, and I don't really find an opportunity to do that in my lessons, in the Patreon, by the way, that I do for people. So I figure all of this kind of like basic, how do I even explain it, like strategy to learning, I'm just going to stick into videos, and who knows, maybe I'll put art tips into videos at some point, but for now it's just going to be learning suggestions. And the suggestion today is about not getting distracted when we are trying to learn art. And yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about. If you like these videos, and I don't mean this for the algorithm, because these videos get like 6 views, so no amount of comments is going to help these videos, but if you do like them, leave a comment and let me know. And if you find them useful and enjoyable, then I'll probably try to keep doing them. What is this geometry going on here? This is a mess. So yes, not getting distracted. When I talk about not getting distracted, I'm not talking about, like, you know, you're trying to paint and you've got a million tabs open and you keep tabbing out and just looking at stuff and wasting time. I mean like getting distracted long term. That's more what I'm talking about. And what do I mean when it comes to getting distracted long term? Well, before we talk about that, I think it would be good to talk about the way that the brain works. And the brain really likes progress. I'm just going to preface this by saying some of this is stuff that I've heard in other videos, or like just information I've gotten over the years. And I don't know if the science behind this is true, but it seems to be true. So I'm gonna say it as truth, and if it's wrong, I apologize. But the brain really likes progress. The brain really loves when progress is being made, and when progress is made, the brain releases dopamine. And it makes you feel good, and you want to keep doing that thing. But the difficult thing is that the brain, it's not effort, struggle that the brain likes. What the brain likes is results. The brain likes progress. And so if you're not getting results, then I should say the way the brain measures progress is through results, not through slowly getting better at things. So if you're trying to learn to paint and you're not making progress, your brain is going to get frustrated and tired of it. And we've all been there, where we just want to give up because it just feels like we're getting nowhere. And it can be very difficult to continue. But something that can happen when we're not making progress and we're getting frustrated is, or we're not making obvious progress, I guess. We're not getting results, and we're getting frustrated. Is we can start to look outside of actually learning art for results, and that can be a problem. And I'm not talking about like getting a new hobby or anything like that, but instead of actually getting down and dirty and actually learning art, we start to do everything except learn art. So for example, maybe we start to, really focus on social media, and we're posting our paintings or drawings, which maybe aren't that great, and we're really like pushing hard, trying to get the algorithm to work, and trying to socialize on social media and get followers and mutuals, and there definitely is a place for that, having community, and I'm gonna make another video about that. Man, this is just the worst drawings ever. What is this flower? I definitely should not try to talk and do this at the same time. Or like we go for social media and we really try to push our social media account with the art that we're already producing, or maybe we get an Etsy and we're trying to sell, and we know our art is not there yet, but we get an Etsy and we're trying to sell our art on Etsy, or what else could we be doing? Or maybe we try to find a new paint program, we try to find new brushes, we try to we start looking online for a new tablet. And when we do these things and accomplish them, our brain is going to give us the dopamine. So when you finally decide on that new tablet and purchase it, your brain is going to be like, yes, we did it, we figured out the new tablet. Or when you find a new program, your brain is going to be like, yes, we got the new program, this is the best. Or when you get some followers or mutuals, your brain will be super pumped. But the problem is that it's still, all that it's done is put off the actual learning art that you need to do. And eventually you're going to be at that point again where you're back at the computer or your tablet, not able to paint something that you've been struggling with, and then you're going to look for the next distraction, anything that involves just not actually getting over the thing that is in your way. And so that's a problem. And I probably wouldn't be making this video about it if it was just a little thing, because I'm sure I definitely have done it as well, where I've gotten stuck and I start looking for a program or something, like I think it must be something with the program or my brushes, and I just need to find the right brush or the right program and everything will be better. So we're all going to do it, and within reason, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It could actually take our minds off of it, give our minds a rest from the thing we're stuck on, and then let us come back later with fresh eyes, a new perspective, and we might actually be able to make faster progress. The problem is when people get too deep into being distracted. Like, I made a point not to interact with this post because I didn't want people to go into my post history and try to find it. But what made me want to make this video the other day was I found this post on a website, and basically this person was happy that they had just released their new website for their art and selling their art. And I went to check out the website, and man, like the website is great. This person has a TikTok, and you know, they're talking about their art business on their TikTok, and they have spreadsheets and monthly goals for the art business, and you know, obviously from the business side of things, this person, I'm assuming, has been educated in business, seems to know what they're doing. But man, their art is just not there at all. And it's like you need to, well, not you need to, I mean, you can do anything that you want in life, obviously. And I've seen many people become wildly successful, you know, commercializing art that from a technical standpoint isn't the best. So I mean, if that's your goal, then you know, that's perfectly fine. But if your goal is actually to get better at art, all of this stuff, all of this fluff is just going to get in the way and distract you. So I wouldn't say this video is for people who just want an art career, because then if your goal is just to make money off of art, the opposite could actually happen, where the art is actually getting in the way of you making money. Like you're so obsessed with, you know, becoming an amazing artist that you just don't put any time into the marketing, you don't put any time into the business side of things, and you're just never make any money, and that's because it's the opposite problem. That's the problem that I have. But if your goal is to be an artist, like you want to be a really technically skilled artist, and you're not happy with your work, a good idea might be to sit back and just see if you have gotten distracted. Is your focus actually on improving your fundamentals of art, or is your focus on, you know, reviewing? I don't know what to put here. This composition is actually really nice. We kind of have these mountains, and we have these mountains, and then we have this big shape swinging into here. This is actually a really nice composition. I just don't really know what to put here. We could put the sun if we want to be really basic. It's a sunset. So yeah, basically this is a very rambly video. Basically what I want to say is, don't get distracted with things that don't matter with regards to art. If your goal is to improve in art, because there are so many distractions, so many things that you can do. And I mean, the reason I mention it is also because I have also fallen into this, where I've just wasted hours and hours and hundreds of hours probably doing things that, you know, are the all of the extras around art without actually studying art, and it was a giant waste of time. Also, for another way that we can get distracted is we can get distracted with things we're already able to do, and that can avoid us from learning how to do the thing that can prevent us from learning how to do the things that we don't know how to do. Like, and I know I've also fallen into this. We're gonna put a cat just like walking, a giant cat. I don't know what a cat looks like from behind walking. That doesn't look right at all. Maybe we could put, I want to put like a monster kind of thing. Hold on, let me just pay attention to this for 2 seconds. We could get like a, it's very angular, so maybe we could go for like a more spherical, like more curvy. What is this mess? Whoops. Maybe we could put a building of some kind. Just trying to think how the perspective would be on this. Eye level is about here-ish, I would say. And let's go to our big, medium, and small. Give happy birthday playing. I've never really understood happy birthday, you know, outside of the context of a birthday. Does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. This looks like it could be a thing. We're going to skip this song. There we go. So what I was trying to say was, for example, let's say that we've gotten really good at portraits. Let's just say portraits. And let's say we're really struggling with perspective and backgrounds. And we want to improve in perspective and backgrounds. But when we're struggling with perspective and backgrounds, our brain is not happy, our brain gets frustrated. And so when we sit down to practice, when we sit down to paint, we just end up painting portraits. Because when we paint portraits successfully, our brain gives us the hit of dopamine. But it's not actually going to help us to improve, because we can already do that. And it's not our goal, it's not what we're trying to improve on. So even doing art can be a distraction from art if the art that we're doing has nothing to do with our goals. This video could literally be 5 minutes long if I had just not tried to draw whatever this monstrosity is while I spoke. But anyway, yeah, that is the video I wanted to make today. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted from your goal. If your goal is to be a technically skilled artist, do not get caught up in the social media. I mean, to an extreme, in sales, in getting your own website, getting your Etsy, making TikTok videos where like we zoom in, like we would do this. I would have a camera and we'd be looking at this right now, and then I would like zoom in, like, well, wait, I did it wrong. We zoom in like this, and then we would zoom back out, and then it would be like finished, and there'd be like whatever the kids are listening to on TikTok playing in the background. You know what I'm talking about. But instead, focus on your learning and your fundamentals, and it will be a grind. Your brain will not be happy. But we all need to teach our brains to do things they don't want to do. And also along even just doing art that we can already do, where we're not actually learning anything new, that can also be a distraction. How many times is happy birthday in this jazz mix? You could tell they were having a really hard time finding copyright-free music if they've had to put happy birthday in like 6 or 7 times. Anyway, yes, on that note, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful day. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you like these videos. Did you prefer the more concise ones or the ones where I ramble and don't speak coherently for 20 minutes? Just let me know. Don't get distracted. Keep up your practice. Go to my Patreon at Deka Digital Painting if you want some art classes. Deka Digital Painting. Just $5 Canadian. And the Canadian dollar actually fell 2% last month. So if you're not using the Canadian dollar yourself, that's basically 2% off, which is great. I spelled digital wrong. There's an L here, which is great for you. Terrible for me and my savings, being Canadian. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. I like this composition. I think I'm going to finish this off camera. And we'll see you around. Much love. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye. See you later. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye. Love you very much. Bye.